guys, welcome back to my channel, Good Vibes Intuitive Perspective. I'm your host, Tony Wickham. So today I just kind of wanted to do something really fun and kind of different for you guys, which I will be doing on my channel. My channel is called Good Vibes Intuitive Perspective, and so when I come on here, pretty much I'm just going to choose tarot cards or oracle cards, kind of get a feel for the energy of people in my comments, and talk about specific things within the cards, and hopefully relay those good messages to you guys on a collective level. And so my idea is I have a bin here, and it's a really nice little bin here, and I have a bunch of cards in here, tarot cards. And so what I would like to do is I'm going to take 2 stacks of those tarot cards and oracle cards. Well, these are actually oracle cards, and these are oracle cards as well. These are the fairy guidance oracle cards, and these are the native spirit cards with beautiful pictures. They are actually created by Denise Lynn. They're very beautiful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just pull 3 cards from each, and then we're going to discuss them. And that's kind of how I want to run my channel, where we can have discussions. It's open for people to leave comments and stuff like that. I am not doing personal readings at this time. Maybe later on down the road, I will think about doing something like that. But for right now, I just want to get the good messages out for the collective itself. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shuffle these fairy cards, the fairy oracle cards, and I'm going to pick 3 of them. The first 3 that come out are the ones we're going to talk about today. That's going to be our subject. And then the native spirit one, I'm going to pick 3 from there as well. And then whatever comes out from there is what we're going to talk about. My channel is called Good Vibes Intuitive Perspective. So I think it only reasonable, only fair for you guys that it be reasonable. Again, guys, I just would like you guys to know too, it would help me out greatly so that I can get my channel known and get it out there, so I could spread the message to as many people as I can. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe below so that I'm able to, you know, get as many people as I can to hear the message for the collective readings. And also it would be just great because I want to do something that's completely interactive, very forthcoming, very honest and truthful. And so I would I want to do something interactive where people can actually go in the comments, and I'll have like a little thing for you guys to do every time I do a video. You can, and then I'll come back and answer your questions. But I like hearing your guys' stories. I like to know what's going on in your guys' life. I would like to know, you know, I don't have to know your whole life story, but if your life relates to any of these subjects, please feel free to comment in the comment section and just let me know about you know, what you've been through, what you're going through, because we all are on a journey. Well, a lot of us are, and some of us are still awakening. So with that being said, I would just like to, you know, be able to hear other people's stories besides my own, share some wisdom and experience with others so we can help them on their journey too. And remember, guys, let's keep it cordial. Let's keep it appropriate. Let's make sure we're not hurting anyone with our words, or being rude or disrespectful to anyone. Because I mean, we're all entitled to our own opinion, which is really cool, man. I'm all for freedom of speech, but just kind of keep it, you know, let's keep it G-rated, all right? So I'm still shuffling. I guess I have nothing today. I don't know. We'll see what's going on here. So again, if you guys you don't know me very well, but my name is Tony Wickham, and I grew up in Florida. And yeah, I've been through a really lot, and I've been on an extreme journey. It's been very painful in my life. But a lot of lessons learned and a lot of wisdom to come with it. And I'm just extremely happy that I could start my channel. And help others on their journey, and hopefully others will take really kindly to my journey as well, and maybe they could use some of the information that I have to offer, which would be awesome. I'm really super excited for this. So the first one we actually got out here is choice from the Fairy Oracle deck. And it says, you're in control of the choices set before you. So that's our first card, is choice. As soon as we pull all the cards, then we'll go back and we'll start talking about more about, like, you know, what are these things, how do these pertain to our life and or on our journey, and you know, just different little things that we can talk about as to how it relates to spiritual connection in our journey and how it helps us in all different ways. So it's gonna be kind of great. I can't wait. I'm super excited to be able to help people. And okay, so our second one is confidence. Confidence is having the belief in yourself to keep you going and the self-assurance to get you there. It's a beautiful card, and it's called Confidence from the Fairy Oracle guidance deck. And then one more. We just need one more for us. And guys, I know you guys are gonna be like, oh, maybe I should do makeup and stuff like that. I'm just a natural person. I like looking the way that I do. I don't really care for makeup too much, so just so you're aware. If it offends you, I'm very, very sorry. If I do say or do something on my channel that offends you, this might not be the channel for you. So please refrain from any negative comments or negative feedback. I mean, obviously I like to hear what people have to say. If it's good criticism, you know, constructive criticism that can help me with my channel, by all means. I'm so open to that. But if we're just getting on here just to be rude and mean, and, you know, let's try to refrain from that. So your last one is going to be Serenity. Serenity is the last card. You know what? It's really strange because all three of these cards, it's really, really crazy, but all three of these cards, actually, all the women in the cards actually have dresses on. It's kind of weird. But anyways, so it says, embrace serenity, refreshingly peaceful, and energy vibration. Look at that. That's amazing. I'm super excited. So those are the three cards from Fairy Oracle deck that we are actually going to be discussing today. And then I do have the Native Spirit, which I'm going to shuffle now, and then we're going to pull from there too. And those are kind of the bigger meanings, and we'll talk about what that means in our life and how how they apply to our life and how different they can be. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to pull. Ooh, got some jumping out already. And I'm just, here we go. So we're just gonna let's warm up my hands. Maybe if I warm up my hands and get some energy going within my hands, maybe we could actually get one that comes out right away. And just kind of, these cards are really magical, I can tell you. I don't know why. My husband bought them for me for Christmas, and so they have a lot of power to these cards. I really, really, really love them. When I use them, I always have great guidance as to where, if I'm on my path, what do I need. You know, it just gives me that little tiny thing that I need in my life to kind of like that little happy moment, like in the morning or during the day, whenever I'm, you know, just I'm feeling like, okay, you know, I really want to do a reading, but I want to do a full reading. So what will I do? I'll just pull a card, and then when I pull one and I see it's like, man, I really needed to hear that because it's something that I'm just obviously I needed to hear it, otherwise I wouldn't have thought to pull that either. Trying to think about getting divine guidance and messages. Sometimes I get messages, so or downloads and stuff like that too. So then they just come out and then I just kind of go off and talk about those types of things too. And so I'm just glad I have this really, really happy creative energy, man. I feel the flow. It's nice and flowy. I feel it. It's kind of nice, actually. So I'm just gonna pull 3 native cards, and then once we pull the native cards, we'll native spirit cards. I love these. They're so pretty too. These cards were actually created by Denise Lynn. It's called Native Spirit Oracle cards, and I mean, she did an excellent job on these. I don't know her personally, but I know that I just really love these cards, and I think she did a wonderful job, and if I ever got to meet her, that would be really awesome. So our first one is called The Great Mystery. The Great Mystery. Look how beautiful that card is. This is what I mean. She did such a beautiful job on these cards. Excellent job. Okay, and so we have 2 more that we need to actually get out. And so, well, I can't take all of them, so we'll just wait for one more. We'll wait patiently for it to come. And sometimes it does. Ooh. I guess we want to talk about, I guess we want to talk about a lot of things today. I'm not sure. I guess there's a lot of things to be talked about today. Well, there definitely is. And again, like I said before, I want to help raise the vibration of the collective and try to, okay. So next one is Spirit Keeper of the North. Spirit Keeper of the North. Look how beautiful that is. I mean, you see the reflection off the moon. How beautiful with that nice blue glowy. You know, it seems to be a running theme tonight that that blue seems to be a running themed color. Isn't that interesting? A blue and green seem to be running themed colors tonight in all of my cards. So this looks like it's a little bit purple. It's like a bluish purple, I guess, but it's quite interesting how tonight seems to be most definitely seems to be like a color thing. So I guess and you know what's interesting? I'm wearing a blue hair tie. So I just feel like, I don't know, if you're seeing a lot of blue lately, I guess go kind of look up what blue is. Wow, that one flew across there. And guess what? Ancient Forests. Ancient Forests is our last card. Look how pretty. She did a wonderful job on these cards. I just really love them. So those are our 3 cards for today that we're going to discuss. And it's really funny because this is blue too and this is blue too. So I don't know. Maybe it's just a blue thing. I don't know. So let's go ahead and get started. And our first card we're going to talk about is the I don't know. Do you guys want to start with the native cards or no? We'll start with the choice. We'll start with the Fairy Oracle, or maybe we'll just mix them up and we'll go 1 Fairy Oracle and then 1 native card. Yeah, I feel like that's a good choice. So, and that's funny because this card says the choice. So anyways, so, just interesting. It's funny how it happens. So our first card out is choice. You're in control of the choices set before you. So on our path or in our lives, okay, we must think about we should think about most of our lives, right? Even from little kids, most of our life, we are faced with many, many things, obstacles, challenges, things of that nature. But what are we mostly faced with? We're always faced with choices. choices can be things that we choose wrong or we choose right, I guess, if you will. To me, I don't think any choice is ever going to be wrong, and it's never going to be right. And the reason why is because any choice that we ever make can be compensated for. There will either be a consequence or there will be a reward. I mean, for a choice, maybe not even a reward, just something you have to do is make a choice. Sometimes we have hard choices to make, and sometimes we have easy choices to make. But the choices ultimately that we make in our life help define our framework of who we are. It definitely does. I mean, the choices that we make sometimes can be the choices that are ingrained within us. We make choices due to our, as you know, like ancestral past, or we'll make choices due to certain generational curses or generational things that have been passed down. I don't know, like we make choices based on a lot of things. We make choices with our heart, we make choices with our mind, we make choices in our every single day life. So it's interesting. Here's going to be your first pop quiz. Can you tell me what choices you have made recently in your life that were a big decision and why? Why did you choose the choice you made? Tell me about a hard time that you made a choice. And then once you tell me about that hard time that you made a choice, tell me why you made that choice. I'd like to hear that because I have a really interesting comeback for that. So, all right. So that's that card, the choice and many choices in our life. Now I'm going to start with the Great Mystery. And just so you know, this is supposed to be like a really small little shorty for everybody. So a short video. But you know, with how I talk, it might be longer. So, okay. So the next one I have is called the Great Mystery. And so I'm going to go ahead and read to you what this card means. And then we'll just kind of follow through. Okay? So the Great Mystery card meaning. It means have faith and know that you are divinely guided. Even when you have doubts, trust that you're exactly where you need to be. Believe. You've planted your seeds. Now allow the Creator to do the rest. Even if you can't see into the future, have faith that the path will be illuminated and go forward. If you have any reoccurring challenges, turn them over to the Creator. Not my will, but thy will be done. So your native spirit wants you to know many native cultures refer to the Creator as the Great Mystery. It is the idea that Great Spirit is so vast and profound that in many ways it's unknowable. Faith is the foundation of ability to manifest. Everything was created because someone believed that it was possible, and patience is absolutely crucial. In the application of the principle of trust, change can happen in a heartbeat, but some things require time. You've planted the seeds, now give them time to grow. Please be patient and know that it will happen. Whatever receives your care and attention will flourish. The journey. So this is something we would talk about on our journey. So the journey. If you just planted some seeds in your garden today, you wouldn't go out tomorrow and yell at them because there wasn't any fruit yet. So dig up your seeds of faith. Remember this mantra. It's happening. Repeat the phrase periodically, especially if you have doubts, and keep going. So, whatever journey you're on right now, your spiritual journey, which is why I've created this channel, is to help people with their journey. So whatever part of the journey that you are on right now, remember you are worth it. It is not always going to be easy. I mean, when we start our spiritual journeys, oh my gosh, don't get me started because I'm really going to get really passionate here on you in just a minute. For real, I'm going to get really passionate and I'm almost going to cry because the journey is so important. So, I'm starting to cry. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little choked up here. But whatever part of the journey that you are on right now, Don't ever doubt yourself, okay? Because you are so worth it. You are so worth this journey. And anytime you believe that you want to quit, don't. Don't persevere past it. Our journeys can get hard with the lessons that we learn. So, a lot of things. One thing that has helped me through my journey, and actually I've listened to a lot of tarot readers in the tarot community talk about this all the time. This is not happening to you, it's happening for you. And believe it or not, I turned to the tarot community because I was on my journey by myself. I had no one to help tell me why I was having these feelings or why I was waking up the way I was waking up. And so I was just like, I was freaked out. I was scared. I didn't know what to do. And I did. I turned to the tarot community, and believe me, the messages that they give out there, some of the readers are fantastic. There's a reader, her name is Tori. She is so great in the tarot community. Lizzie Lee, she's excellent. I actually started listening to someone called, her name was Lonnie. She's still on here too. I think I'm not sure, and Trusting True Tarot is a really good place to go. There are some really good readers. I will warn you, just don't get too involved with hopping from reader to reader. I did so in search of research of like why it is the way it is and all kinds of stuff, but I wouldn't advise it. If you find a good reader, stick with them because they're gonna they're really good for you. I'm not gonna say don't weigh out your options because that's a good idea too. And there's multiple good readers, and some readers may be on a different timeline than other readers. Some may be able to tell your future, and other might tell your past. It's just depends on the energy, and energy is fluid, so we are never it's always rotating. It's going out and coming in, and it's, well, we all know that energy can never it is created and can never be destroyed or created, or it just is. And so just know that time is fluid, and things happen in divine timing. Okay, so don't give up on your journey. Don't do it. Persevere so you can reap the rewards of the seeds you sow, because it will happen. It will eventually happen, and you'll have some magic in your life from it when it does. But you'll be rewarded, and not always do you get a reward, but a lot of the times the reward is your lesson, the lesson that you learn, because that lesson is going to help create good things in your life. It helps you learn and grow as a person, and that is the most important part of the journey. So next we have Serenity. So Serenity is embrace serenity, refreshingly peaceful energy and vibration. So when we talk about serenity, what do we mean on our journey? What I find to be serenity for me on the journey was taking my little 5-minute timeouts for myself. To think about like the choices. Oh, that's a good one. The choices that I was making in life. What was my next step? What was I gonna do? I took these little 5-minute timeouts and just kind of breathed. As I was going through the dark night of the soul or the belly of the beast, I would just take these little timeouts and I would sit in my tub, or water was significant for me, especially since I'm a Pisces. And I would find or go into nature and find these little serene things that I could look around at or do. And I found meaning in every single thing I looked at. I was always seeing synchronicities constantly. But I there were some hard times in my journey. I was working at a company, and I was way far away. I was traveling the States and everything. And at this company, people just don't like to see you glow up. I worked really, really, really hard. And my entire life, this has been a running theme where I work really hard for things, but I people pleased. So because I people pleased so much, I didn't know my own self-worth, and I people pleased too much and gave people too much. And so I had no boundaries, so people would just use me. And then I would feel used and abused, and I would blame everyone else, and really it was my own fault because I didn't set up boundaries. So it's like it was a running theme for me for a long time in my journey, where people just kind of use me, you know, for affection, emotion, anything they could use me for. I'm an empath, so it's kind of been it trust me, it's been a long journey. And at this job I worked really, really, really hard, and I would watch all these people come in out of me, and they would all, you know, when they would come in, they would get hired above me, even though like I was the best at my job, my skill set nobody could compare to. I hit the beaten path day in and day out. I never complained about my job. And I worked at this job for like 6 years. And so I was kept in the background a lot while other people would come in and go ahead of me. And it was just really weird. And they're like, oh, but you don't have the skills, or people wouldn't really know who I was because I was in the background. And so, I don't know. Those times I would take little 5 minute times out because I didn't understand why it was happening. Now I do. It wasn't happening to me, it was happening for me. So later on I could come and help someone else on their journey, when they're going through tough times just like I did. And so it's kind of a really cool thing. But I did. Here's how I look at Serenity. Take 5 minutes of your time out, and I want you to do it, and comment down below and let me know if you did, and how you did it. And take 5 minutes out for your time, for yourself, each day, and just kind of breathe. Get a little piece of serenity. Look out your window. Find something that makes you feel good. Okay? So on to the next. Confidence. This is a really big one. So confidence. I don't know what confidence means to you, but confidence is having the belief in yourself to keep going, and the self-assurance that you will get there. Okay, so confidence for me on my journey was, you know, I did not trust my abilities. I did not trust my intuition enough in myself. I did not have confidence or self-worth within myself. I was completely unaware of what was actually going on. I didn't know I was awakening. No one ever told me this, but as a child I had gifts, okay? So I was able to use these gifts, and I just thought it was a normal part of life. I didn't know it was part of this thing called awakening and going through the process. I didn't know all of this kind of stuff. That didn't come until later. And so just basically I had to learn how to be confident in myself. And even now, having confidence in myself to even come on here and do videos and show people and tell them about my journey and help them on theirs. You know, confidence is a super, super important thing in life. If you don't have confidence in yourself, there's not really much you can do. You know, you get to a certain level, and then you just don't get past that level because you don't have enough confidence to achieve something higher. You're scared of success. And you know what? For me, it has been like that for me. Anytime I wanted to achieve something in my life, I started to get like back up, and I actually didn't do any videos here for YouTube for a whole year just due to lack of confidence. It's kind of scared me. There was a lot of aspects of it that just kind of, you know, I was afraid of success. And so you got to get over that hump. You got to, in order to have confidence, so you have to love yourself. Sit with yourself. Think about the things you love about yourself, and cherish yourself, and kind of give to yourself and love yourself, because I've been through a lot, and you know, I am not a perfect person. Trust me, I've done my fair share of things too. I mean, I'm not the world's worst person, but I've fallen into some bad patterns and some bad paths, as we all do. But I know better now. So, yeah. First things first, self-love. Extremely important. Have some, to begin to love yourself means that then you begin to love other people, because, you know, it's so weird. A lot of people in relationships will be like, you know, hey, you know, I really love this person, but they're not giving me that back. And, you know, it's kind of like, okay, well, if they're not giving back to you what you're giving out, if they're not reciprocating that, Is that really love? Why? You should do the internal work, go inside and wonder why. Is it because of who you are? Is it because you don't love yourself? Maybe that's what you're not. You can't love someone else until you start to learn how to love yourself. Okay? And when I say love yourself, it doesn't mean like, I don't care what you do to love yourself. Just give yourself time, energy, and effort. Put time, energy, and effort and invest in yourself. Instead of putting all of that energy and time like I used to, as a people pleaser, I would invest so much time, energy, money, everything I had into other people to get them to like me, to suit my mold, or to suit their mold. I wanted to be friends. I've never really had real friends my entire life because I've always been a loner. I don't know. I just don't fit in with people. And I think, too, at some point or token, I actually really don't need friends. I mean, I need people, well, I don't need people. I think we like to have people's company. We need someone to love, things of that nature. But when we say there's a difference between needing someone and needing someone, right? And this all comes with confidence. The confidence you have in yourself is a reflection of you, and it shows. It shows. Other people can see that confidence that you have within yourself. If you hold your head up high when you're walking through the mall and you're like, I'm untouchable. I love myself. I know who I am and stuff of that nature. People are going to notice you. They're going to notice your light. They're going to notice you walking down the street. And when you don't have any confidence, you just look like, think of it as like you're a beggar on the street. You are. You're unnoticeable. People just walk past you every day and no one ever stops. But one day you're going to get that one person that's going to stop and say, hey, what's the matter? What's the matter? How come you haven't gone any further in your life? How come you haven't gone further in your life? And then you're going to question yourself. I don't know why, but maybe you'll think about this because of what you're exuberating, what you're putting out there is a reflection of yourself, right? So how we treat others, that's another thing. How you treat other people is how you treat yourself, right? It's a reflection of you. Remember that. So that's really, really awesome. So we're actually down to 2 more. I told you I talk a lot. 32 minutes? Holy crap. Anyways. Trying not to, but I'm super excited. I'm super stoked because I want to help people. So I'm really, really, really passionate about this. Okay, so our next one is going to be Spirit Keeper. So let's see what Spirit Keeper. Oh, Mr. Spirit Keeper. Okay, Spirit Keeper of the North is what we actually have. So we're doing this guy right here, Spirit Keeper of the North. So, Spirit Keeper of the North. And we were supposed to go back and forth, but somehow I ended up doing all the fairy oracle first. So, we're on to the next. Hey, nothing is guaranteed. Not even in life. Things change all the time. We gotta be accepting to change, right? Okay. So, Spirit Keeper of the North. So, the card meaning is take time for, you know what, this is so strange that I am reading this right now after what I said about this confidence, and it's already like the first, it literally is already like the first, okay, I gotta read it. Let me just read it. Okay. Take time for contemplation. Turn within. Connect with your ancestors, incubate ideas, mend relationships, and watch your dreams. Meditate. The answers are inside you waiting to be heard. Stay warm, create dreams for your future, repair whatever is broken in your home and your life, forgive those people and situations that you've been dragging around for a while. Your native spirit wants you to know, in the medicine wheel, the north is the direction that symbolizes the darkest time of night, the coldest part of winter, the dark of the moon. It also represents the elder time of life and even a time of endings. Pulling the Spirit Keeper of the North indicates that it's time to take measure of your life. Explore what's working and what's not working. What and whom do you need to release? It's also time to make repairs in your physical environment, as well as make repairs to your body. Additionally, this is time to begin to dream and make plans regarding your future. Your ancestors are close at this time. Call on them. They want to help you. If you live in the southern hemisphere and draw this card, read Spirit Keeper of the South. Instead, for the meaning are reversed. The journey. So here's the journey part of it. Stand outdoors at night facing the north. Inhale the darkness. Sink into your own depth. In the stillness, ancient wisdom emerges. So, again, like hanging on to your past is only creating more. Like, we have this law of attraction thing, you know, everyone talks about. So all it does is create, like, okay, so when you hang on to things from your past, okay, we're hanging on to all the things, like, because obviously it's in your past, right? So it could be good or bad in your past. You could be thinking of fond memories from your past. But you could also be thinking of how my ex treated me like crap in the past, right? So are we going to hang on to that? Are we going to take that into where we're going next? Because here's something I like to say. When we hang on to things from the past, we actually are creating more of what just happened in the past. Do you understand what I mean? Like, it's like putting yourself in lack. Instead of saying we're now here in the present moment and we're moving forward and this is how it's going to be. Okay, I'm fond of what happened in the past, but I'm moving forward now. So instead of just moving forward, we sit in this dull, stagnant situation where we just kind of look back at the past, or we take a glimpse. We're trying to move forward, but we keep glimpsing backwards and looking at what happened in the past. How could I fix that? What's done in the past is in the past. It's not going to be present in your future. It's in the past for a reason. Let it go. Let it go. Like, seriously, Frozen had it so right when they were like, let it go, let it go. Don't judge me on my singing, because I suck. Okay? I'm not on here to be a singer. So, just so you know. Don't get me started. No, I'm just done. So, no, whatever is done in the past, it is in the past for a reason, and it needs to stay there, because you cannot create something new and manifest something new in your future if you're still bringing that lack and all the bad things that happened from the past. So really, really, really good. And anytime you get stuck, call on your ancestors, your spirit guides, God, your guardian angels, Archangel Michael. I'm telling you right now, with that being said, it's been a saving grace for me. Doing prayers and affirmations are an absolute must. Those things are so helpful to our soul. They put us in good vibrations. Staying in a high vibration will definitely help you to manifest the things you want in your life. They help get you out of these times when you're reflecting. I mean, there are going to be times when you're going to have to go back and reflect on things from your past, like retrogrades. Everybody knows nobody likes retrogrades. That just brings up a whole bunch of crap, you know, right back into your life, but that you don't want. So that's what I'm saying. Like, be mindful of the practices you're practicing, or be mindful of the things that you're doing, so that you are capable of creating a new, better you. Look, I'm not worried about what happened in the past and what type of person I was then. I'm not worried about all these other things. What I'm worrying about is how I can be the best me tomorrow. Okay? So, moving forward, I always have this, like, saying, like, moving forward. So, going forward, what am I going to do next? So, going forward, okay, so now we're discussing something from the past. All right, we discussed it. Moving forward, going forward. Again, moving forward. We're not staying stuck in the past, all right? Super, super important. And if you get stuck at any time, or you just need to cry, because sometimes you just need to cry it out, or you need to, like, get things out of your heart, you know, get it off your chest so you can move forward. Because if you keep hanging on to it, it's definitely not going to get you anywhere. So, all right. Next one, and then we're almost done, I swear. It's almost an hour. Holy buckets. Anyways, ancient forest is the next one. Okay? So, ancient forest. And last but not least, ancient forest. All right. So ancient forest. Your roots go deep. Incredible radiant healing strength is available to you and it grows within you. Do not doubt your abilities. You're so much more than you can possibly imagine. There's immense unseen but very real support around you. You are loved and cherished. You are grounded, stable, and strong as your spirit reaches high into the heavens. Your native spirit wants you to know throughout the world, those in indigenous cultures revere what are called the tree people. Powerful life force of trees can bring healing, strengthening, and grounding energies. The kind of tree might vary from culture to culture, but the reverence and gratitude for its beneficial energies are the same. The ancient forest is alive with nature spirits. Additionally, each tree has an individual spirit, especially powerful and resilient. The forest can survive the harshest conditions because of the mutual support of the spirit of the entire forest. Your greatest strength is silent and deep. It doesn't need a show of force, it just is. Inner power is found through contemplation, reflection, and meditation. Sometimes it comes from times of growth and change, other times it springs from surviving and conquering painful situations. The journey. Adopt a tree. It can be one in your yard or one in the nearby park or wilderness area. Talk to the tree, touch its bark, give thanks, and by doing so, you create an energy connection that will continue to nurture you, no matter how far away you are from your adopted tree. Amazing, amazing. So this is another one of those cards where it's like, go out and get connected in nature. You need to get connected in nature to keep yourself grounded. The more that you ground yourself, the better it's going to be. I mean, the easier it's going to come for you. Don't worry. You are strong. You are loved. I'm here to help. I don't know how much help you want me to be, but I promise you, I'm going to be a light in your darkness. I will. And I will never, I will make a promise to you, I will never lead you to the darkness, but I will always lead you out of it. Because I've been to the darkness, and it wasn't so bright there. And I had to lead myself out. So I am here, steadfast, and ready to help people be led right out of the darkness. And, you know, it's really cool because I even awakened my own husband. I was awakened before him. We're twin flames. I met him. I did not know what twin flames were. I did not know, but I had like this immediate thing that happened. We went through a lot on our journey, and we're standing strong. Believe me, we've been through so much, each of us individually and then together. So you're going to have opposite forces come against you. They're going to try to take you down. They're going to try to put negativity in your ear. They're going to try to do all these things to you. But I promise you, if you persevere, you can get through the darkness. And you will. You will. You will ride that wave. Just trust in yourself. Trust in your intuition. Keep moving. Keep loving yourself. And keep being strong. I want to thank you guys very much for watching this video today. I think my video is done now at 43 minutes. I went way too far, but it's okay. It gets a message out there for everybody. This is how I plan on running my channel each and every time. I'm going to open up the comments so people can comment on my pages. And that's another thing. Tell me one thing that you have done to connect in nature. Leave it in the comments, guys. Make sure you do. Tell me one thing you've done this week to go connect into nature. Let me know in the comments down below. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel so that, you know, we can get the ratings up and we can get people's voices heard. I mean, your stories, what I would like to initially start to get to is I want to pick someone's story, someone to tell their story on my channel. So it would be really, really great. You know, eventually I will get to that point, but whether that point is, we're not at that point yet. But I would just like for you guys to just tell me your experiences in my comments so that I can read them. And I'll try to read everyone I can. And I want to thank you for coming back to my channel today, guys. Again, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how you're doing today. And I want to thank you again. Adios from Tony Wickham here at Good Vibes Intuitive Perspective. Peace out, guys.